Welcome to 2023 and welcome to the ice cream episode of your favorite podcast. It is, of course, episode 99 of the Kev and Pickle Show. And as we always do, folks, let us introduce ourselves.
He's in jail because he wants to be in jail. No, I'm not from law-abiding citizen. I am Kev.
And I,
What
of
a
course,
movie.
am Pickle. What a movie. And first of all, Kev, our show is, of course, sponsored by the fantastically tasty Tony's Pizzeria there on Park Street in Dundalk. Kev, what a film. What
a
film.
movie.
That is...
Love Jared Butler. And then Paul Mouch.
I still can't believe, and we talked about this before, Mouch from Chicago PD Chicago Fire, that we love watching, and Chicago PD. Mouch, the fireman, is a pretty bad guy.
Really bad guy.
And he gets really badly fucked up and cut up and chopped up and everything fucking else. So he does like, hey. But yes, guys, this is, of course, the ice cream episode of this podcast. It is episode 99.
I seen that earlier on. I was like, what is he talking about, a fucking ice cream episode? And now it's after when he twigging with me now. Yeah, See, I can be a ham also.
You 99. Can, and I think we might get to me being a ham later on when I asked you the same question I asked you last night when I was walking down the road. Jeez, I'm showing a lot of skin here. Right, so Kev,
do me a favor.
Yeah.
Put down your fucking collar, will you? Put down your collar. You're not a fucking...
I got new t-shirts, right?
Doesn't matter. You're not Eric Cantona.
Yeah, okay? But look, you're not Eric. Nice. They're nice now because they have trim.
That's okay, but lead them down.
Okay.
Lead them down.
Do you go out down or do you go in down?
Yes, in down. Just lead them normal.
Okay.
Right. But don't be annoying them.
I know, but I have the collars up for a long, long time. Kev, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, but that was okay when fucking 2005 was still going on. Okay, it's over. 2005 is over. We're now in 2023.
Great, yeah. Trying to find my second girl to sleep with that year, I think. Right, Kev. So, what is coming up in this week's show? This week's pod show.
This week's pod show. We are going to be. It's not too long because we have an interview coming up with a very famous man.
That's what she said.
Very famous Tommy Byrne, race car driver from out the road in Hagerstown. Okay, you want to hear the interview? He has also a book, and he also has a documentary on Disney Plus. So guys, check it out there. But check out the interview as well coming up later on.
Exactly.
As well, we're going to be talking about reviewing 2022. A little bit of a review of 2022. We're going to be talking about a live show, Pickle, and we're also going to be talking about what you can say to your dog, but not to your wife or girlfriend.
Precisely. And also, in case anybody's wondering, who the fuck is Tommy Byrne when Kev says we've interviewed him? You're fine. Because 3 months ago, when Kev said to me, I want to get an interview with Tommy Byrne, I went, oh, cool. Who's that? I didn't know. And then Kev told me about the program on Disney Plus called Crash and Burn or Crash or Burn? Crash and Burn?
Crash and Burn.
Crash and Burn. On Disney Plus. Guys, an hour and 22 minutes. Trust me, when you watch our interview, you will definitely want to go watch it. Okay, without a shadow of a doubt, like see you will. Like, hey. But listen, Kev, we're back recording, my man. It's Thursday. It feels right.
We're on season 3 of
we are technically,
the Kev and Pickle Show.
Yeah, episode 99 and it's season 3. Hey, jeez. Yeah. Do you think we'll do 113? Like, I think we can. Because there's only 13 I don't like.
I think I'm gonna have to retire soon enough, but I don't have much topics left to go. I don't.
No, that's just
unless something big happens.
Yeah, that's just because we spent the last 3 weeks doing absolutely fucking nothing. So we did, like, you know what I mean. But listen, I'll tell you what. It is episode 99, which means we have a little bit of history to talk about from the wonderful year it was 1999. Kev, on the 1st of January, the euro currency.
Party like it's 1999.
Definitely going to put that on the clip for it on TikTok, so I have to.
Who sang it? Was it Prince, wasn't it?
Yeah, Prince, the man who can give himself a blowjob.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Prince, no, he's not.
Yeah. Prince is dead, is he not?
No, he's not. And you know what? For once in my life, I actually have a big screen while I'm recording. So
Prince is dead. Prince is dead.
When did he die?
Accidental drug overdose.
Ah, right, okay.
2016.
Probably could have guessed that.
Party like it's 1999.
There's that thing. I'm getting that fucking message again. Low system fucking may affect your audio quality. Sorry, guys, if there's any. Those applications. I have no fucking applications open apart from this fucking application. Right, so, yeah. The currency is the euro currency is established and the European Central Bank assumes its full powers. So that's when we kicked off with the euro.
We didn't have it straight away, though, didn't we? No, we held off a little bit longer than most.
Remember,
come into,
Kev, 2002, 2001. That's where all the coins were, 2002 or
yeah,
something.
2001.
Like, yeah, 2001. So Columbine, the high school massacre over in America happened. Two Littleton, Colorado teenagers, Eric Harris and Dylan Klebold, opened fire on their teachers and classmates, killing 12 students and one teacher, and then themselves, of course. Man, see that in America? That is just like, what is it to say that there's like an average one a month, one a week? I don't know what it is. Is there
What?
it's a
Mass
school
shooting?
shooting? Yeah.
I think, school shooting, mass shooting, I think is every day.
Yeah, it's like, how is that like applicable, and how is that like normal and shit like that? Like,
Oh, that's a big word for you, Pickle.
I
And
nearly
I think
swallowed
you used.
myself.
I think you actually used it in the right context as well.
Of course it
Congratulations.
did. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. In 1999, obviously, a football match that I'll always remember because I remember watching it with me dad while he was in the kitchen, I was in the sitting room running up towards the end of it. It was, of course, the Champions
Man
League
United.
final. Man United 2-1 down, last couple of minutes, or 1-0 down, sorry, last couple of minutes. Who scored the first one, Kev?
Teddy.
Who scored the second one?
Ole.
Ole. Exactly.
And I remember leaving my house because my father was a big Man United fan, so you kind of got caught up in the whole motion of it. Even I was kind of following United at that stage. And I remember leaving my house after the set goal. I didn't even watch it. Didn't even watch the trophy being lifted. I left my house and ran down. No, with the light. Ran down, left my house, ran from my house down to Waterstone Cross and back. So that's 2K, just sprinting, screaming. Just because there's a lot of Liverpool fans on that road, so just to piss them off, and it was well worth it. And even now, I think I do that now. And isn't it great? Liverpool are absolutely shite nowadays. It's absolutely fantastic to see.
You know what's even better is the fact that Villa should have actually bet them. Villa actually should have bet them that day when they lost like 3-1.
You should take a little bit of advice from us because we did beat them, and we're Pickle. I know we don't talk a lot about football, but as we speak, okay, Nottingham Forest are out of the relegation zone. Finally, it's fantastic. It's, as my son said, it's the first time we've been out of relegation since the first game. It's absolutely tremendous.
That's good. There's no problem with that, Kev. I'm happy enough with that, Sam. But yeah, listen, that is basically your history for 1999. I'm sure plenty of other things happened, but look, we'll come to that another day, I'm sure. Kev, how was Christmas? How was the break? How was everything? How, like, we haven't been on for a while, so how were you?
From the 26th, really, Pickle, I've been sick as a fucking canal.
Yeah, and you're into me on the 27th. Yep.
Yeah. So I had a bad day the 26th. I wasn't so bad the 20th. I thought I was torn in the corner the 27th.
Yeah.
And then on the 27th, that evening, Pickle, I thought an old tractor lawnmower or an old truck, and then a bus, and then what do you call it? One of those things that ran over Hawkeye the other day.
Nice.
That's what nearly killed me. I thought it's going to. So I was in bed for about 3 days. I see New Year's Eve was celebrated at 9 o'clock in the evening, and then I went to sleep.
Oh,
so that's.
I saw a video on Instagram or something or TikTok of a mom putting a timer on the telly, and the kids going mad for New Year's, like 10, 9 doing the countdown, and then she turned her phone around the camera and it was like
20 past 9 or something.
Yeah, it was like really early, like it was like. That parent won that, hey. But look, Santa was obviously good to you, Kev, I hope, and the kids.
Santa
and that
was great. Yeah. Oh, good. Santa got me a Nottingham Forest magazine kind of thing.
Okay.
Magazine kind I did get plenty of Lego, and I also took a trip to Smith's, and I bought myself some Lego, so a week Christmas present from Kevin to Kevin.
Nice.
And fantastic. And I'm not into Star Wars, right? But in my Lego room now, Pickle, I have decided I don't have enough room on the shelves. Okay,
right.
So I don't have enough room on shelves. So I've now decided to buy stuff that flies.
Oh, like the Starship Trooper or something, no?
So I bought, what did I buy?
The lightsaber, no, I don't know, the Falcon. I'm just naming
Millennium
Falcon.
Falcon.
There we go. I knew Falcon was in there.
Millennium Falcon is now flying in my room, so I've suspended it from a fishing line. So you actually don't think it's actually flying. You think the fishing line see-through. So
where did you get a fishing line from?
My uncle.
That's okay. I was going to say, because you certainly didn't fucking have a fishing line.
So I've that flying. I've got a helicopter flying. I've got a plane flying. So it's freed up an awful lot more space in the room.
Do you have the city ground in Lego?
There is no Lego of city ground.
Oh, right. Well, if you were good at Lego, you'd not make it.
No, I couldn't. I wouldn't. There is an Old Trafford, and there is the New Camp, and there is the Burnabout. So you never know. Like we're probably next on the list to make a stadium, probably from Lego. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Jesus
we're one of the
Christ.
biggest teams. Like we do have 2 European Cups.
You do, which a
so
lot of
probably
teams don't have, and some chaps
yeah.
forget that.
So
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
so they do. But yeah, no. Okay, yeah, well, I was good. Santa was very good to me. I got something that I've been wanting for a long time, which is my wife's pillow. Not quite. Plus, you wouldn't want it off him. We had this conversation last year, so we did it at Christmas time, riding Santa or something. Remember?
Would you ride Mrs. Claus?
But nobody knows exactly. If it's Goldie Hawn, then yeah.
Right time.
Every day of the week, twice on a Sunday, like, you know what I mean? If it's Goldie Hawn, absolutely. But would be worried about Kurt Russell kicking my ass in, like, you know what I mean?
I was getting old now. But it didn't, like, half your age and I had 7. So what? Remember that game? Half your age and I had 7.
It's not, Kev. That's a law. That actually holds up in court, right? It does. I am telling you right now, right? So you add this up, right? So if you're 20.
Just say 20.
Right, okay, right. I was trying to go.
Just say 20.
20.
Half your age.
You can be with a 17-year-old.
Yeah, which is legal.
Which is legal in court. If you are 20, you mean, say you're 18. 18.
Say you're 10.
Say you're 10. Say you're, yeah, but then she'd be 12.
12, yes, you're actually going older again.
Yeah, be older again. Like, you know what I mean? She could end up looking like fucking Sally Morgan, like, so she could, like, who was beautiful, like. But I didn't know where you
going with that. I thought you were going to mention a real person now.
I did see something. Oh man, I can't remember what it was now. When you said that about 10-year-old. Oh, fuck, I probably got that. I can't remember what it was. But no, apart from that, I got a pillow. I wanted a proper pillow. I mean, this is a proper, like,
an orthopedic pillow, is it?
I don't know what it's called. It's savage though. It was got obviously off Santa. So don't know where he got it. Obviously he made it, and it was brilliant. But yeah, it's the same pillow as my wife's pillow, which when she's out of the bed,
so is it supportive or is it microfiber? No, is it what?
It's solid. Not I don't mean solid. You know what I mean? Like I went and spent 50 quid in. We had this conversation last year. I went and spent 50 quid and a half price sale on a pillow, and I was hitting it. And I was like, yeah, this is it. And as soon as you put your head into it, poof, gone, and the other bits just pop up either side. This one just stays exactly like it should, right? I mean, it's incredible, Kev. It's fucking.
And does your head sink into it? Is it like a memory foam?
Not really. And here's the thing. Again, it's like a real.
I don't like memory foam.
No. But last year again, I remember putting a poll up to people. How do you sleep? Do you sleep with your hand under your pillow, your hand on your face, all that kind of stuff, right? Every morning I'm waking up now, my hand's asleep because the pillow's so heavy, right? So whether I'm trying to put the arm underneath and the hand kind of hanging out, so the pillow kind of goes like across here, maybe.
I kind of go like that. That's the way I kind of sleep.
No, I do the same thing, right? When I lay this side, this side, right? And then this arm. No, wrong hand. This arm then goes out like, and I put it on my arse. So I do like that. I stretch it out fully. Yeah. I don't do stuff to me arse. I'm just saying I put it resting there. Like,
slowly finger your arse.
Yeah. What'd you do last night? Finger me bum. So it's like, but yeah, no, apart from that, though, look, obviously kids were happy. Obviously, I'm sure your kids were happy. Everybody was good. Got to see you, obviously, briefly as well, which is always nice. And now we get to look forward to another year of talking shit.
Another year. Holy Jesus Christ almighty. And a live show.
Yeah, the live show, guys. 3.5 weeks away.
We'll talk about that in a few minutes. What we're going to talk about is we're going to break it down into a little bit of a review of the year.
Well, do you want me to do a quick would you rather?
Look, sure. If you have it, you have it. If you don't,
would you rather have arms as legs or legs as arms?
Arms as legs.
But how would you walk?
Legs as arms.
Yeah, that's.
I don't want. I got nice arms, right? I don't have the best of legs. Okay, my legs are a little bit skinny. Okay, but my arms would be decent, and you could walk around on your hands, sure. You put a pair of gloves on, you walk around. You can't really cover up your feet. Like I don't know. I don't have the best looking feet either. Then go get them clapping around the place.
Imagine trying to pick up a knife and a fork with your feet.
But you wouldn't be able to lift things. Exactly, you wouldn't be able to eat.
You know what that's after? You know what that's after making me think of when I did that, right? I think
the bell
and Prince Charles, King Charles, might have the same issue.
A bell, no? What's the bell? No,
me and Prince Charles or King Charles might have the same issue. You know, he has the sausage fingers. Look at those bad boys, eh?
Well, no way he's a prick, and he gets his son to beat up his other son.
I only briefly heard, right? So anyway, you're probably going with the legs for fucking or arms or legs, right?
Arms or legs.
Right. So what happened there? I only at the background heard on the news, like say the Dog FM, LMFM, 2FM, whatever it was,
Supposedly, William went for Harry and nailed him, but supposedly there's videos coming out of even at the wedding, William's giving dirty looks over to Meghan. So they're saying it could be William that's been the old prick over the last couple of years that's driving all this force behind it. Now, I watched this morning, right?
Oh,
and
God.
They always have this fucking same old cunt comes in and defends the royal family. She's a royal correspondent, right?
Right.
Another fellow was on it as well, and they're like, she's like, oh, but they never. It's what they're saying is never explain, never complain. And he was like, yeah, but where do you get your stories from?
Yeah.
The more or less, they never comment. But she goes, where do you get your stories from? Like you have an inside person. You've got someone that gives you the information. No, but they never come out and make but they don't have to make a public announcement.
Exactly.
They have the likes of you. And he just wouldn't leave her alone. And so he kind of fucking nailed her to the cross. But that's what they're kind of saying. They're kind of saying William was a bit of a prick. So they might be thinking, and I think William is a bit of a prick. Let's be honest, he is a bit of a prick.
Yeah, but I'd say, what if, now I'm only throwing it out there. I'm not saying it happened, but I'm 99% sure it probably did, right? What if he fucked Meghan?
No, I think he tried to fuck Meghan. And Meghan turned him down. That's my personal opinion.
Okay. Right. Okay.
It's kind of like Stephen Donnelly, you know what I mean? In the fucking, I don't know what's wrong with we weren't expecting such an outflux of sickness in January. Wait, Stephen, I want to talk to Stephen Donnelly now, face to face on this podcast. January, Stephen. See, January 2024. It's when people be sick. Stephen, January 2025. There's going to be people be sick. Now, their 3 years are, guys, okay? So, Stephen, it's not going to be a big surprise for you anymore.
Yeah, we've just told you.
Up.
Yeah.
People get sick in the wintertime, Stephen. Not a big fucking news story here, dickhead.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't understand why. How can we be surprised that people are sick?
But when you're telling them not to go to EDs as well, Kev, the last resort, and then they want GPs to open overtime and weekends, you know what I mean?
Then the thing is, like, the numbers are down today. The numbers are down today. Why do you think the numbers are down today, Pickle? Because nobody's showing fucking up.
Exactly.
Going there.
Yep. Oh, so that woman on the trolley for 57 hours, she actually got a trolley, right?
Excuse me, she wasn't.
Oh, sorry, she was in a
chair.
hub. Yeah, she was, and they call it a hub. She said that's what she said. But then you see the thing on RTE there. It wasn't even an hour or two ago. They have a video. They have an undercover video now on RTE website, going through the corridors, seeing it like, Kev, like, it's not like. I don't know. Yeah, it is, like, you know what I mean? It's not now I'm not going to turn around and say, why don't you turn Dunn Stores in Park Street into a little hospital? I'm not going to say something like that, right? But like, come on.
Because why would you say that when you go to the Loud Hospital fucking 2 kilometers away?
And then Navan over yonder, which is like, there
was 6,000 more beds in 1981 than there is in 2023. And our population has increased by over 1 million since then.
Are you actually serious? Before we were born,
6,000 more beds.
In 81.
6,000 more beds. And now our population has increased by 1 million since then. And we have 6,000 less beds.
We don't really talk.
Well done.
Yeah, bravo, guys, bravo. You're doing a great job, and keep deflecting it as well, a bit other stuff. Hey, I might know
it's the doctor's fault.
It's fault. I might know that there's people waiting days for a bed. I might know that. But did you know that Jerry Adams was once in the IRA? No, that's not what we're talking about today, Leo. That there's people dying with COVID. Did you know that Micheál Martin? Well, you know, it's like it doesn't matter, guys. Talk about the actual subject. And the thing is, right, when is the next election anyway, Kev? Because we don't talk politics, but when is the next? Right, so 2024, 25.
Yeah.
Right.
So when Sinn Féin get in.
Yeah. But what I was going to say was, Why don't, if Fine Gael and Fianna Fáil had any sense, right, they'll be thinking, right, for the next 2 years, we're going to continue to fuck this up and leave the country in a really bad state, right? Sinn Féin are coming in and saying, oh, we can fix it with this, we can fix it like that. They're probably thinking, if we leave it in such a really bad state, let Sinn Féin get it, right? And then everybody will be like, oh, they're terrible, they couldn't fix it. And you're like, some things can't be fully fixed in a couple of years. It might take a little bit longer to fix 100 years of fucking
Well, it's took 80 years of them to do it. But also, you see, in England are just as bad. NHS is fucking crippled, right? But they're saying now the NHS, they're trying to take down the NHS to actually privatise healthcare in England. Madness over there. They are way worse than we are. But no, under review, Pickle. Let's do a bit of a review of.
Do you know anybody who works for Food Equipment Solutions?
What's Food Equipment Solutions?
I don't know, because I want to thank whoever told us to have a hello, lads, Happy New Year to use, and hopefully you had a lovely Christmas. Keep up the good work on WhatsApp. Message came in yesterday morning. But again, sure, it's WhatsApp, so unless people put their name on it. But the picture of it has an FES van, Food Equipment Solutions. So whoever is listening that's from that place.
Thanks very much.
Happy New Year to you. I wrote back to you. I hope you had a great Christmas. Right, Kev. The year review. We'll do the world review. We'll do like the 2022 review. As in,
like, I have 7 things wrote down, so we'll do that. So, of course, the number one that I come up with was, of course,
highlight.
Well, one of the highlights. Well, one of the highlights. No.
Sorry.
The Irish fishermen. Irish fishermen. Remember the Irish fishermen, Pickle? Took on the might of Russia and told them to fuck off out of the Irish Sea.
Yeah.
Fuck off out of the Irish Sea and leave us the fuck alone. And you know what Russia did? They backed off. They attacked Ukraine instead, but they've left us alone, which is the best thing. It was the Irish fishermen. Nothing to do with the Irish government, because they why would we get involved with the Irish Sea? Because it's your sea. But of course, the fishermen around
good job, lads.
Cork decided to take them on and told them to F off out of the Irish waters and back to Russia, and they went further up.
Yeah, you can imagine somebody
out of our Irish waters, and they don't.
Somebody with an accent like Michael Healy-Rae on a dinghy, like roaring at this like warship or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, hey,
boys, get out of our water. No, I'm not. That sounds like somebody else. That's like somebody from Fucking Have Them All.
Wow, that was
get out of our waters. How you know, boys? Boys, get out of our waters now and leave us alone.
Some week we're doing, because it's so bad, an accents episode, right?
My children think I can do a very good English accent.
Well, you should be able to. Your family's English.
Well, I used to live over there. All right, love. Do you know something? No, want to know something? Get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way.
So that's London, right? That's East End, yeah? Yeah. I was going to say, if somebody tell you, like, do like a Geordie accent or do like a Liverpool accent.
Birmingham.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And I said Villa and Jack Grealish.
That's actually, Kev,
Thanks very much.
That's actually very good. That's very good.
Just really slow it down. And
you literally dumb it down so much. Like, it's like if you were from Drogheda. Right, so, one thing I had from last year, and the fucking annoying thing was this. I only caught the tail end of it when I knew you could actually watch it all, right? Amber Heard and the Johnny Depp trial, okay? Right? And again, I only realized I was like the closing arguments when I was like, shit, you could have watched this. Like, at that stage, I was in a job, which I'm not in now, when I was working at home, and I needed something to do, right? I could have watched the whole lot. It was on in like Irish time as well. It wasn't like 4 in the morning. It was okay-ish time. That was like, the fact that it was on telly, like,
it's shitting on a bed. How can you shit on someone's bed?
Well, I don't know, Kev. Oh no, I puked on yours. Sorry, I didn't shit on it. What I was going to say was, she was like saying stuff like, there was like there's so many. Remember all the memes or whatever you call it? Like, it was like
memes.
the memes. Yeah, memes. There was we were sitting there and there was a jar of cocaine. There was a jar, and then it cuts to the bit of movie. The Jack and Cap Sparrow or Captain Sparrow, and he's there with like a big jug of what looks
now that's the only bit that I think could be possibly true. Is a jar of cocaine. I would not be surprised if Johnny Depp had a jar, literally a jam jar full of coke.
Yeah, multiple jam jars of Coke. You know when people have spice racks? I'd say he had Coke racks. So he had you know what I mean? He had them all mixed into different things. Like, hey, paprika. Don't really want that cocaine today. Okay, no, I might go for a little spicy. Oh, okay, right, I'll do that. But yeah, that was definitely a fucking mentalness of last year.
Craziness. But
she
was nuts. I'd never cross a woman. That's why women, mental bastards.
Yeah, but what are they also really good at when they're that mental?
Riding.
Exactly, hey, which is why he probably hung about when he was all coked off. Hey, good man, Johnny
Pickle,
Depp.
I love global warming, right? So the biggest thing came during the summer. Oh my God, a catastrophe. We're going to have really hot weather, okay? And we had really hot weather for Pickle 3 days. Congratulations. Our summer lasted for 3 days.
Yeah.
I remember, as I said to you in the time, in the 80s and 90s, if we had a 30-degree warm, you had a great day. You went out to the pools, you went to the beach.
Yeah.
Great time. Now, 30 degrees, stay away from the water, stay inside. You might get sunburn. Don't forget to put on sunscreen. Really, Boots has a whole fucking aisle come fucking April, right, with sun cream in it. Okay, Aldi have a section in their shop with sun cream in it. And guess what? I get sunburn, Pickle. But you know who I blame? I blame myself. Okay, it's okay. My fault. Just I should have put on sun cream. My fault. I made a mistake. I put it on tomorrow. And you put it on if you want to put it on. If you don't want to put it on, you're going to get sunburn. So don't worry about it. Okay, but we had 3 days of heat, and the TVs are red, the screens are red, rah, 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 fear. And as we spoke to a man the other day, Pickle, this fear-mongering shit needs to stop, because, let's be honest about it, it's all they want. It's just clickbait and fucking, no, it's going to be warm. And, Pickle, do you know something, right? They're giving it a bit on the TV. It hasn't snowed enough in France.
Yeah.
It hasn't snowed enough in Italy, Pickle, to go
which way
skiing.
do you want it to be? Yeah, which way? Is there really a ski in Ireland now? Or was that all fake? I saw a picture of somebody saying the first ski resort in was Kerry or Cork or something.
Yeah,
was it real? All right, okay, moving on.
No.
Why do I ask these questions on the podcast? Is this what WhatsApp's for?
No, Pickle, no. No, but it's okay. It's okay because it's not all the resorts that are without snow. Like, you seen Holly Willoughby, right? She's in a ski resort in France, and they got snow. Weather is in different parts of the country and different. I'm sorry, relax. And they have it on now RT News. This is ski, because they want us to this thing of this.
Yeah.
Constantly going at fucking global warming. So fuck off.
As you said, we had Stevie J on the other day, and he was very you had mentioned about that type of thing, you know what I mean, and it was very much you know what I mean. Come on, guys. I mean, as you said, old people back in the day, the old people wouldn't have known what the fuck was going on in outside of the parish.
I said to you ages ago as well, Pickle. Truckra and Concern have been saying the same ads since I've been a baby. We need to help the black kids over in Africa because it's very warm. And it was the famine, the drought. Okay, Pickle, for 2023, it's still famine and drought. Nothing has actually changed.
No, because Bono and Bob Geldof are gangsters.
Because they're still nothing's changed. Well, it hasn't actually got warmer. They're changing the narrative. But that's so on. But another one, Pickle, of course, we can speak about. The slap. The black on black slap. Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. Imagine if that had to be, I'm sorry, but imagine that had to be Leonardo DiCaprio.
DiCaprio. Wow.
Slapping Chris Rock. There would have been carnage if it had to be a white man on black. But no, Will Smith slapped the face of Chris Rock. And what a slap. A very exuberant slap.
Yeah, it was. That's why I thought at the start it was maybe fake, because it was so far-fetched. You know what I mean? So it was hey. But what I would say is this, right? The other thing that I wanted to mention was, of course, the hypocrisy. Man, I'm into the big words this year. This is a new pickle this year. I'm going to have big words every week. The hypocrisy of a man who, hopefully I can remember his name, called Rob, who wanted to ask an Irish girl if she needed a history lesson on Sky Sports News.
Yes.
So well done, first of all. The highlight of it is the Irish women's football team qualifying.
Up the rise, up the rise.
But it's a song. Wait,
Song.
you shouldn't sing it, even though it's a song. But yet you can have that woman talking about flicking up Bean and it being number one, and then you can't have Shane McGowan and Kirsty McCall. Yeah, you can't have Shane McGowan and McCall saying, you scumbag, you maggot, you cheap lazy faggot. Again, it's part of the song. I'm not calling you that word, Kev. I'm not calling any listener that word. It's part of a song. So
I take offence to faggot. I take offence to faggot. No.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, it's like, I don't get it. Like, but that was obviously the biggest thing was Ireland obviously qualifying. I can't remember where it's on. Australia? Is it Australia it's on?
Australia, New Zealand. Oh
yeah. So remember, everybody in the late Toy Show's going. Yeah. No toys though. So, but yeah, like that was brilliant. But that was a shambles. Like that shit. Yeah. That shit just can't fucking
and the
happen.
And the biggest news story of the year is the Queen popping our clogs. Don't sing the song. Don't even hum the song. Don't even think about humming the song. I mute the TV when it comes on.
What's the story with the Royal Britannia song? Is that
what does it mean, Royal Britannia? It's Rule Britannia. Britannia rule the waves.
Oh, sorry. I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I thought it was Royal Britannia. So it's Rule.
No. Britannia.
I can't remember what it is in my head. I only have the
Rule Britannia rule the waves.
Yeah, right. What is that song about?
That's about England taking over, well, Britain taking over the seas and other countries.
Right. I remember, and I don't know if you were walking or not that day, right? But I remember being in parks when the Six Nations was on. Like way back when me and Johnny used to go drinking for all the rugby matches, because at one point I actually liked the rugby, just used to drink, right? And England, like say, needed to beat France or somebody for Ireland to win the championship, the Grand Slam or something like that. And everybody in Park started singing that, what I thought was Royal Britannia, okay? And I was like, it's a little weird, is it not? No? So like, we were singing that when we shouldn't have been.
No? You should never be singing that sort of song.
There we go. And I see.
But it's okay I wasn't walking. It's okay I definitely wasn't walking.
I'd be shocked if you weren't, because I know we would have been there. Like, you know, everybody likes a free pint. Instead of do like. But no, yeah. Look, the Queen did pass away. Obviously, she was 193 years old, and she looked it.
She looked near the end, boy. She looked rough at the end, boy.
Would you have?
What?
Fucked her.
Back in the day.
No, like now.
No.
Right. So, if you didn't do that, right, you would instantly die. Would you have sex?
Take me to church.
I can't even think of Bears who sings that song. I was going to say, all right, Adele, but it's not Adele, is it? Maybe it is Adele.
What's his name? No, it's a man. It's Hosier.
Oh, yeah. All right, Hosier. Take it easy there, mate.
Take me to church. Take me to church. Yeah.
And then, look, obviously, the other thing about last year, which obviously fucked up everybody, it was when all the companies decided to charge us all quadruple and triple what we were paying for all our energy stuff and made a nice, big, healthy profit, and then continued to charge us for it, okay?
Oh, yeah.
That's a highlight for every fucking year. Like, you know what I mean? Let alone the housing crisis, which we still haven't fixed yet. Now we have a bedding crisis in the hospital. Kev, what is it? You have a better chance of fucking getting a bed. No.
Better chance. What? Better chance of Stephen Donnelly growing hair than there is getting a bed in the hospital.
Fucking sure there is, and that ain't happening any day soon. Kev, on a personal note from last year, I had got my first tattoo, which was last year, which followed up with 3 more.
I got my 45th.
Yeah, exactly. We got a new bathroom. I says to the wife, what happened last year? So give me something to tell me. She goes, got a new bathroom. I'm like, no, I meant as in, like, in the fucking world.
News.
She goes, I don't know, stuff. And I was like, yeah, pretty much stuff, Kev. Pretty much, Darren, pretty much. Then, obviously, look, there was sad things to happen last year as well, Kev. We can't highlight everything. Obviously, there was some bad things to happen. The start of January there, it was the poor woman, Aisling Muffy, down in Offaly, who obviously was out for a walk and that, and she had got, obviously, murdered, only way of putting it. So it was. And then, obviously, recently, Private Sean, who, I mean, obviously, I know there was stuff in the news today with the people over there getting arrested for and all that kind of stuff. And I do want to give a shout out to somebody. I met him today outside Emma's school, and I gave the kind of big hug because We know him. We love him. We went to school with him, and we thought he loves the show. John Rooney, dude, it was good to fucking see today, man. Normally he's flying past me in like army fucking vehicles or cars, and he's like, honk, honk, pick out. And I'm like, he's gone before. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, do I duck and cover? I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Duck and cover.
Yeah, John, it was good seeing you today, brother. It really was. But yeah, Kev, look, 2022, it's done. It's dusted. We went through 2022, and we did a couple of pretty cool things during 2022. We gave away some pizzas.
Give away a lot of pizzas. Gave away a lot of people.
Yeah, actually, a couple of one too.
We had our own pizza named after us,
which is still there, but only it's not meant to be, but it's still there. But you can still get it through the fuck. I apologize. This is recorded on a Thursday, and I was meant to do a pizza draw tonight. Obviously, it'll be Saturday before you hear this, but I'll do it tomorrow. Forgot all about that, guys. Sorry.
There is a lot of stuff happened, but Pickle, I think it's time for us to hear from our sponsors.
Yes.
And here's the wee advert.
Here is the wee advert. And as we were saying, Kev, sorry, audio listeners, okay? Interview with Tommy Byrne will come up now on the video. We'll post it up on its own like we normally do a couple of days after the show, okay? But yeah, Kev, well said. Here's a word from our sponsors. So, Kev, out of all the interviews last year, who was your favourite one? I put up Tommy a clip. Byrne. Oh, that was last year. Shit. Yeah, I forgot about that actually. Man, that was like literally just before Christmas. Right, well, excluding him because we haven't put it out yet. So we'll class him as a 2023 interview, right? Now, we had three, like, huge, as in, like, three big or, like, out of not local big people. We had Rob County. We had Stephen Taylor. And, of course, we had Mickey Joe Hart. Okay?
I would actually say Stephen Taylor. Stephen Taylor was really good. Knowing that he was in a different country, in Dubai or something, just chilling out on a bed, just taking it easy. Premier League football. That was a great one to get, and great one to find out more information off from Premier League football. I think that's pretty cool.
Hey, who doesn't want to know that Peter Lovenkrands hasn't got a huge cock? I think people needed to know that fact. Like, you know what I mean?
I would never know that about Peter Lovenkrands.
Yeah, I just would have thought he was a hun. You know, that's all I would have done. Like, and also, can I just say, Tim Krul is always welcome on the show. Liam sorted out. He has to defend himself after Stephen Taylor said he'd be in Belfast selling big issues. So he would. So yeah. But Kev, for me, obviously, I put a video up just before the end of the year. A wee clip. It was like 8 or 9 minutes long. It was part of the interview that we, of course, did with a man who, at the start of it all, Kev, we made a joke. Like 2 years ago, we made a joke.
Yeah. Mickey Joe Hart on the show.
You got Mickey Joe Hart on the show. And by God, we did. Like, we're not going to go on about it because we did it long enough. But like, that was, for me, that, like, and I'm a football man. Like, I'm a big football guy, like, right? But for me, that was something that was cool because that was from our past, if you know what I mean, like back in the drinking days, Eurovisions, unbelievable song that my daughter literally loves now listening to as well. So for me, it was probably the Mickey Joe Hart interview, I think, anyway. So it was like, but Kev, it was a good year, but this year,
a lot coming up.
Better. A lot coming up soon. Can we talk about
it? Our show is coming up on the 28th.
Yes,
isn't it?
Saturday.
Saturday the 28th of January.
The day after.
We're going to be live in McAllister's. We are going to be kicking off the show about 9 o'clock. We've got a few guests lined up. They'll be announced coming time. Yeah. We will have a raffle for a lot of spot prizes coming up as well. So a lot of stuff going on. So more or less, it's a live show. So it's kind of me and Pickle being ourselves. We're the live audience, and then we'll have a few interviews happening throughout the night as well. Yeah. And we're also going to have the Stormers, the band, is going to be there with us, supporting us, and also taking us through the night into late at night in McAllister's bar. So it's going to be a fantastic night. We're going to be out the back. It's going to be a great night's crack. Come down, have a listen, have a bit of a gander, have a bit of a laugh, and just laugh at us being stupid.
Exactly. I'm being nervous standing in front of people, which we shouldn't be, but we will be. But the other thing is as well, obviously, Kev said about a raffle. Obviously, if there's any business out there that want to donate, any prizes, we already got some already up here, which we really appreciate, and we'll be talking about them over the next week or two anyway, to highlight the people who are coming on board with it. But any business out there, want to give a voucher for something like that, or they want to make a donation, the reason I'm saying for that is very simply is the whole night is a charity night. Okay, so the Harry Taff mental health and well-being program that's up now, set up with Dundalk. Still waiting to get some information off them, and hopefully then it'll help us, because I don't know how it works. I don't know what way I don't know if you just get a bucket of money and you walk up to your park and hand it to them. I don't know what way that works, so I have to try and find it off Gav exactly, because we want everything to be proper, Kev. Now we will need a couple of helpers on the night, I'm sure, maybe to sell a couple of lines and stuff like that, sell some tickets. But we'll sort that shit out when we get there. And it'll be a couple of free pints for whoever does it, because I already have a couple of lads in mind. So they will. But no, 28, we're going to smash it, Kev. Jesus Christ, I didn't know what that was. That's the dog.
2023, not 2028. 2023, we're going to smash.
No, on the 28.
On the 28.
Yeah, on the 28. On the 28. Kev, random topic for you, right? Random question for you. Because Delta knows that he's about to be brought into the conversation, is there anything, because you have a dog, so I can only imagine what I would say, is there anything that you would say to Delta, your dog, that you can't say to your wife?
Yeah, loads. I put down 3.
I have 1, and I'm presuming it's on your list as well.
Go on, you give me your 1.
Come.
No, my washman is, Jesus, you're stinking when you're wet.
Oh! Wait a minute. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's the best one. Just, Jesus, you're stinking when you're wet.
And this week's episode is called Stinking When You're Wet. That's
that
this
wet
week's
dog
episode.
Smell. There's nothing worse than a wet dog smell. So you can't imagine you say that to your wife. You're just stinking when you're wet. Especially
if you do it with the side of the mouth, like you just say, you're stinking when you're stinking when you're wet. Like
another one, Pickle, is stop licking me balls. I can say that to me dog, but I'm not going to say that to my wife.
I know what you were going to say. Stop licking your balls, as into the dog.
My balls.
Yeah, stop licking your balls, because you definitely can't say that to your wife. Well, I certainly hope you can't say that to your wife. Like, see, you can't.
If my wife was licking my balls, there's no way I'm saying stop licking my balls.
Definitely not. Fetch. Like fetch, if you here, fetch, and you're pointing at something like, and I just don't think most wives would appreciate that.
Again, even on the same lines as stop licking me, stop pumping me.
Stop pumping me.
Yeah.
Nice. Now, what about stuff that you can say to your dog? That you can say to
one more. You can say to the dog. You can say to the dog, will you stop trying to ride the postman? You say that to your dog. Don't say that to your wife, but if you're saying that to your wife, there's something seriously gone wrong.
Yeah, I think you've probably gone past the case getting her to stop. If you have to say to her, will you stop trying to ride the postman? Seriously? I know we live in the country and this happens a lot, but that's not what I'm fucking into. So it's not. But yeah, I just thought I saw that. That was a very old question, right? From a very old episode of like, whose line is it anyway? Remember that where there was 2 comedians either side, and your man or the woman would give it, and then they just run in and like just say something like. But I thought like obviously come was like I was adamant.
That's something you could say to your wife, because your wife probably doesn't come very often.
Why would you think that, Kev?
It was your way small willy.
That's nothing to do with that, Kev. Say blue. Don't forget, love yous. So it is. How's all the sex toys going, Kev? Are they broke yet? Have you fucked them?
I've been sick for about 2 weeks, so they haven't got much use. So they're on charge. I have like I've been that sick, right? I haven't been able to empty my ball sack in 2 weeks, right? I am going to make. It's going to be like. It's going to be like.
Oh, that's great. Scary movie. Was it? Was that
scary movie when she hits the roof?
Yeah, she hits the roof.
It's been that long. Like it's been crazy. Like it's been the longest I've ever done it, because I've been so ill, and I'm not even feeling that because I'm actually sick.
And have you got like a pent up aggression now? Like, have you got?
No, because I'm sick.
But like, you're not sick. Like, you're not sick. Like, you're just not feeling bad. You can still knock one out. Maybe you can still knock one out, couldn't you?
I knock it off her forehead if she's not careful.
Yeah, we don't need to have black eyes, Kev. We're not into battering women with your penis, which in fairness you probably could. Like, come here. The other thing is as well that I wrote in here. obviously last year had a couple of important other interviews as well, Kev. Like obviously we had the Safe Casabellium guys coming on as well. We have to give them big shit. I know their money fundraising's going through the fucking roof, which is fantastic. They had plenty of posts up over Christmas and all that kind of stuff, that the phone lines and all that were open. So guys, check out stuff like that, okay? Like let's all kick off this year with a philosophy of fucking, jeez, that's another big word. Of like, let's look out for each other, you know what I mean? Like, and let's stay safe. But stinking when you're wet. I can't believe we're actually going to call this week's episode "Stinking When You're Wet."
And that's a pod show.
That's a pod show for this week, guys.
So guys, we hope you enjoyed the interview. We hope you enjoyed the show, guys. Remember, if you do want to come down to McAllister's on the 28th of January, come down, give us a shout out, and we'll all have a bit of a laugh and a bit of a banter with the band and a few jokes and a bit of a laugh. So
exactly. And look, it's going to be enjoyable. It'll be a bit of a fucking random back and forth. There'll be so we do our shit. There'll be people doing, you know what I mean? So it's going to be a fun night, you know what I mean? And also, the Guinness is fantastic down there. So if you're fond of your pints of Guinness, Kev, obviously,
Pickle's not allowed to drink. Pickle's allowed to have 2 drinks in the night.
I'm allowed to have one beforehand, and I'm allowed to have one in the interval, isn't it? That's what you said.
That's it.
And then,
that's all.
That's
whatever you want to do afterwards.
Right, okay. Listen, guys, it's great to be back talking to you, Kev. It's great to be back talking to all you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to the ice cream episode, Kev. Now that you know what it means.
Now you know what I'm talking about.
Fucking 99, Kev. It's a new year. Some of them need reminding. Tell them what they should do.
Go back with a bang. It's share the show.